So now I got this bar up. Go back into my interface editor, and we'll go, or not interface editor, excuse me, preferences, and then we'll go to your quick bar. Okay, that's your main quick bar, slot 1, and then you go down. Okay, there's that one. This is the quick bar, the quick switch. I think that's it. I may or may not be right on this, but that might be your. Actually, it's whatever this main bar switches to, and that's usually if you're a gunslinger or a smuggler on Empire or Republic side. That bar switches. So I usually mirror that, and then I make a few things different. But go down. Okay, now we got Q, W, E, R, T, Y, U. Notice I'm not, this is the key 2, I'm not binding that. You can bind that to whatever you want to. U, I, O, P, whatever that thing is, bracket. So all these buttons, actually, this one I'm unbinding because I don't bind that one. So it's all the way to that left bracket, right bracket, whatever those are called, and apply. Now I have all these things showing that I don't want showing, so I'm going to go back to interface editor, click on the bar, disable it. You can disable a lot of stuff and enable a lot of stuff, but I mean, just play around with it, move it around, size it, see what it all does. Take the time to do it, set it up so it's efficient for you. This thing is annoying. Don't want that there. Put it down there. Okay, so now this grid is starting to form. I personally like to have 4 grids, so this will be 4 deep this way. But okay, I'm spamming one. You can see it spamming. See how it's flashing when you're spamming it? Let's make this so that's my main spam, right? And it kind of sucks. Well, this is where you can go and look at the way I have things set up on my other characters, on my other videos. Spamming 4. Okay. Let's get my form here. Okay, spamming 4, then I can drop down and hit R. Okay, for whatever reason it's not working. Oh, I don't have enough force. Okay, R. Spamming R now. You can see it there. So I usually make R my interrupts because I base everything around this 4 is my spam interrupt right here. You can kind of see where your finger is, so you don't actually have to look at your keyboard ever. You just look at your abilities, and you can tell where your spam finger is. Okay, if you're spamming here, be like, okay, I know I'm in the right spot for my home row, or I can jump down to here and spam this, and then I know that when I'm spamming this button, this is my middle finger, index, and pinky are lined up on these. So if I do like, I can do pinky and ring, middle, index, and I can do them really fast, so it's one after another, and they kind of flash, so you can kind of see where your fingers are. And this is that whole grid idea that I have set up when I'm playing. For a long time on my healer, I used to, and I still do this a little bit sometimes. I'm not as good as I used to because I focus more on healing now. But you can click these abilities over here that you don't use as often. Say I'm doing DPS, or let's say I'm healing over here. Say I'm doing DPS on this guy, and I want to switch over to one of these abilities over here. I can just click it quick and still spam, so I can kind of multitask on that. I'm spamming, and I can click over here, and then I can jump down a row and use all these abilities. And like I was saying on the other thing, if you set up all these things, you can have that 4 deep, 4 rows, 4 deep, and you can have, I just use my index finger to spam. And also I put my cousin, I showed him how to do this, he put like a sticker on his main row, like the home row spam keys or whatever, so you can feel it and you can see it visually when you're spamming. I personally have a really old keyboard that I've been using for many years, and it's really old, and I'm so used to it I just won't change it. It's a really old piece of shit keyboard. I'm used to it, so that's why I keep it. But what I did is I took a razor blade and I cut the shit out of certain keys on my keyboard so that I could feel it's raised. But you can use a sticker, you can use other things if you don't want to damage your keyboard. But that's kind of like how I keep track of where my hand is when I'm doing like keybound stuff. And because I was a clicker for a long time, and I actually fought against using key bindings. I used to click everything, and I used to keybind like 4 things. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I used A, S, D, W, Q, and E for controlling my character. You can still use your arrow pad and 0 on your numpad on most things, which I'm doing right now. So you can backpedal, you can walk like this with your arrows and stuff, and still have your entire thing keybound. So you can still control your character like that if you want, but you're not going to have any keybinds around that. But it's way better to control with your mouse anyway. You can maneuver way better. You can do way more stuff with it. Alright, so that's key binding. My philosophy behind it is spam key number 4, which is your main thing. Then have your interrupts over here, so you'd be like, okay, or not your interrupts, but your CCs over here. I like my AoE to be T. That'll be my AoE. Y sometimes is actually my AoE CC grenades that I highly recommend everybody gets. Those seismic grenades, they're a must-have for PvP. They're AoE CC, you just place them like an AoE. They got like an AoE thing that pops up. Let's see, R is my interrupt, so I can be spamming this and interrupt a spell really quick, drop down and interrupt. And then I use V. Z, X, C, V is those keybound things are more defensive things I usually use, but use your imagination. However, this grid, if you want to use this grid setup and you've never keybound before, try it out. You have so much easier access to all your abilities really fast. You can have every single ability on your keybind, and if you get really good, you can jump over here, and this will be your spam button. And then you can have the same setup over here. Like if you want to do DPS and heal, you can have your healing spells over here and have your damage spells over here. So you just jump across the keyboard and bam, now you're set up. You got 4, 8, 12, 16 keybinds over here. You can just drop down rows. That's kind of the idea, is you want to be able to, you can just drop down rows. Another thing I do is for my rotation, my first ability I always hit with my pinky. Then I hit the other one that I need. So if my rotation goes, I need to hit this thing, this thing, this thing, then this thing. That's my basic opening thing. So it's always mindless. Just always in a row. I'll spam this. Boom. Okay, that ability went. All right, that ability went. That ability went. That ability went. Spamming these also helps you with a server lag and stuff like that. Like if you're spamming them, they're going to get to the server, and the server is going to communicate and make it happen faster than if you just go by animations, because the animations always aren't correct. You'll notice that if you're spamming something and you see something, and then you notice the global cooldown doesn't go off, and then you'll know, oh, that ability didn't go off. Oh, this guy wants to fight. Probably gonna get my ass kicked. I don't know how to do this. Oh, he doesn't know about... Oh! Gotta be in front of you, buddy. Oh, he's higher level than me, I think. Yeah, he's level 8. I ran out of whatever stuff. Yeah, I'm behind you, buddy. Over here. Oh, yeah. So this is where, you know, he's backpedaling, which he's totally giving me his back. He needs to turn around. He probably doesn't know how that works. Oh, close. Oh, he got me. Alright, so I almost beat that guy because he doesn't know how to control his character. Level 1. That should be pretty funny for people to watch. See how I click that? Because that's something I don't spam. Usually the stuff I don't spam is over here. Anyway, like these things would be at the bottom, probably on the bottom 4, to give you an idea of what I'm thinking about when I make my keybinds. And if my rotation goes further, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, Q, W, E, and then if there's certain things down here that I don't, the least used stuff is on the 3rd or the 4th one down. Like I love to have my speed boost as V, or my roll will be V. Anything that's like get away or run away is always V, so I can get away faster. And then it's just all the way down from 4. It's V. It's all the way down there. And then you gotta set up your keybinds so that they work for you and they make sense. And this might be becoming over like beating a dead horse, I'm sure, for a lot of people that already know all this stuff. But my idea with this video was to help players that have never keybound and never went through their interface settings for PvP stuff and want to learn, like, to me, what the basics are that help you a ton in PvP. So that's the keybind philosophy that I use. We'll go into let's see, what was the next thing I wanted to go through. Alright, that's really annoying. Interface editor. Let's see, is there anything in here that I need to go over? I personally like my map to be, I think, zoomed out all the way on this game. Yeah, it's zoomed out all the way on this game. And then this isn't PvP related, but oh, that's weird. For some reason you can't click all these. You used to be able to click all these. What's that? That's the... Okay. Well, I have all these clicked on my other characters. Maybe they changed it so you can't click all of them. And then, let's see. What else do I have to go over here? Camera, I think I might have already went over that. Oh, we were on targeting. So make sure that you have all these target things set up. Like I said, I like to do yellow reticle. Yellow, it'll be like crosshair, and like right here if I hit, maybe it doesn't work unless you're in a group. Hey buddy, you want to join me? Where'd he go? Alright, well, anyway, if you hit those keybinds, you'll get marks above their heads, which you probably see sometimes. Maybe I can mark myself. No, I can't mark myself. But you'll see, if it's good to have that hotkey. Otherwise, if you're going to mark somebody, you have to right-click them, and then you have to select what you want them to be. It's a drop-down menu thing, and it takes a long time. So it's good to have those all keybound. Let's see. So yeah, I usually go crosshair. I call it crosshair. It's yellow reticle. Crosshair, star, gold star. It's called flame, red flame, and then lightning. And that's my kill order. That's kind of what I've established as the kill order. That you kill in that order. If the crosshair is dead and he's not there, you go after gold star. Or if the crosshair goes to another location, your team knows that that guy needs to die first. If you have crosshair or yellow reticle and red flame at a different location, your team knows to kill yellow reticle first, then red flame. If you have cyan lightning, which is a blue lightning, looks like, and gold star at a different location, if the kill order is yellow reticle, gold star, red flame, yellow lightning, or blue lightning, cyan lightning, you know that you're going to want to kill gold star first, then the lightning. So it's pretty much if you establish the